Amy Roloff's husband, Marek, car accident and hospitalized. I'll explain everything. Amy Roloff and Marek, two of reality TV's most beloved personalities, have always shared their journey with fans, from the farm to their loving relationship. But recently, an unexpected tragedy has shaken them to their core. Marek, Amy's husband, was involved in a serious car accident. Today, we're diving deep into what really happened, the aftermath of that fateful day, and how they are navigating the road to recovery. Stick around. The full story is one you won't want to miss. What started as just another day quickly turned into a nightmare. Amy and Chris were involved in a devastating car accident while driving through Oregon. In the blink of an eye, everything changed. Initial reports were vague, and the fans were left reeling as the news spread like wildfire across social media. What we know now is that the crash was catastrophic. Chris, although shaken and injured, wasn't as severely harmed, but Amy was not so fortunate. Amy was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. Her condition was critical, and the hours following the accident were filled with uncertainty. For fans and family alike, it was a moment of pure fear, waiting for any sign of good news. Amy's condition remained critical for several days. Multiple surgeries were performed to treat her injuries, and she was kept under strict observation. In the midst of this, Chris was by her side, refusing to leave her alone. His face told the story of a man who was trying to hold it together, yet visibly devastated by the events unfolding. It was clear that this was a time of emotional turmoil. Chris's role, though largely unseen on the show, was now undeniable. The Rock, the supportive partner, the one who stayed when everything else seemed uncertain. In these moments, it was not just Chris who stood by Amy. Matt Roloff, her ex-husband, and their children stepped in to provide the emotional and physical support that Amy needed. The strength of the Roloff family was evident in those dark hours. Though Amy and Matt's relationship has had its challenges over the years, this tragic event showed that family truly comes first. In the face of adversity, they rallied around Amy with unwavering support, proving that the Roloffs are stronger together no matter the past. What the fans didn't expect, but what became so clear, was the incredible support network Amy had built around her. In the face of such heartache, family truly becomes the greatest source of healing. As news of the accident spread, fans of the Roloff family immediately took to social media to express their shock and offer their support. The outpouring of love was nothing short of overwhelming. For years, fans have watched Amy and Chris' relationship blossom on screen, and many of them feel a deep connection to the couple. Their love story has been one of hope, and now, in this difficult time, fans are rallying behind them, showing their love in every way possible. It's moments like these that remind us how powerful the bond between public figures and their fans can be. And it's clear that the Roloffs have a community of people who care about them deeply. The road to recovery will be long, but one thing is for sure, Amy and Chris are not facing this challenge alone. With Chris by her side and the love of her family and fans, Amy is taking it one day at a time. I just want to thank everyone for their love and support. It's been a tough road, but we're taking it one step at a time. Your prayers and well wishes mean the world to us. We're stronger than we've ever been. We'll get through this together, just like we faced everything else. While the journey ahead is uncertain, one thing remains clear. Amy and Chris's love for each other is unwavering. Together, with the support of their family, friends, and fans, they will face the challenges ahead. Stay tuned for more updates on their recovery. This version emphasizes the emotional journey, with a focus on family support, the role of fans, and the strength of Amy and Chris. It's designed to keep viewers invested and empathetic, making them want to watch until the very end for updates on the couple's recovery. More update. Little people, big world fans feel Amy is secretly liking the rift between Matt and Zach. I will explain everything. Matt told Amy and Chris about the changes he had made to their historic farmhouse so he could turn it into an Airbnb and let guests stay there temporarily. After 27 years of marriage, Matt and Amy divorced in 2016, raising their 4 children on the same property. Since Matt declined to sell the farm to his son Zach at a reduced price, the land has been the focus of several fights in recent years. Amy sold Matt her share of the property in 2019 for $667,000. She had always blamed Matt for all of their home conflicts and thought he treated the land deal more like business than family property. Amy said in the episode that she was shocked by the changes made to the house and that it looked foreign. She remembered all the good things she had liked about the house, and she didn't even think it looked lived in. She ridiculed Matt for attempting to keep an eye on the rental house without altering the alarm code for every tenant. Matt volunteered to let the family stay on the property for a few weeks at no cost. According to Amy, she was positive that none of the kids would go, and she would be surprised if even one of them chose to stay for a single day. Fans of Little People. Big World thought Amy was pushing the family to remain apart, calling it sickening. Fans of Little People. Big World questioned why Amy was so eager to sell her portion of the property following the divorce. They also brought to her attention how filthy her home used to be when she was the primary caregiver for the children. They believed that she consistently portrayed Matt negatively in front of the kids. Amy and Chris have a serious discussion about growing their family as Zach and Tori resolve their marital issues. Although he hasn't yet discussed it with the family, Matt immediately begins his alternative design for the farmhouse. Amy persuaded Chris to adopt a puppy by taking him to a dog shelter last week on Little People, Big World. Her old dog Felix's ears looked like the ears of a dog she had seen at the shelter. Chris had never trained a dog before, so he was a little nervous about Amy's choice. The dog's height also caused some anxiety in Amy, but the pair ultimately chose to adopt the good girl and gave her the name Daisy. For the first time, Zach and Tori were able to go out on a date without the kids. Tori grumbled that Zach seldom ever gave her praise at home, whereas Zach praised her for being a good mother. Matt chose to offer the farm for short-term rental after becoming somewhat alarmed about the lack of potential buyers. Amy, who wasn't surprised by Matt's choice, was told the same thing by Chris. She felt that Matt himself would inform the children about the significant farm decision in a few days, so she chose not to do so. Chris Marek attempts to distance himself from Matt Roloff, saying, "Little People, Big World." However, why? I'll go over everything. Chris Marek pays Matt Roloff a visit at the farm. Small People? Big World on Little People? Big World. Chris Marek visits Matt Roloff at the farm. He wants an update on pumpkin season and to see how the sale is progressing. Amy Roloff, his wife, is unsure if she wants to take part this year. Since some of the land was put up for sale, she feels as though everything has changed. There isn't a pending sign on the property, Chris notes. It came close a couple of times, Matt says. However, none of them worked out in the end. Since he works in real estate, Matt Roloff is aware that Chris Marek is curious about the most recent developments about the house sale. He is allowed to inquire about the property, according to the Little People, Big World star. He believes that since it's family gossip, Amy Roloff's husband is not asking. Matt is asked by Chris if he is willing to reduce the asking price. He believes he is not yet prepared to do that. He wants to observe what happens by letting the cycle play out. Matt is questioned by Chris about pumpkin season. Right now, Matt Roloff is busy getting ready for pumpkin season. He informs Chris Marek that he intends to proceed with it. However, he thinks this year will be fascinating. The economy's kind of crazy right now, he realizes. He is therefore attempting to determine his expectations. He believes that this year will be softer. Matt was discussing whether or not to go on the tours. That being said, the cast member of Little People, Big World decided to reduce them. He's attempting to make everything simpler. However, the path will remain unchanged. Will celebrities from Little People, Big World attend fall events? Matt Roloff is reminded by Chris Marek of Amy Roloff's involvement during pumpkin season. He asks if he wants her to continue meeting and greeting guests as part of her regular duties. That's what her ex-husband wants her to do. But he also needs his assistance with the tours. Matt anticipates assistance from Amy and Chris. During pumpkin season, the Little People, Big World star believes that his ex-wife is the family's spokesperson. Thus, he believes she plays a significant role. Chris believes he won't need his assistance, though, if Matt decides to cut the tours in half. He disagrees, though. He wants the excursions to be led by family members. This season, he wants him and Amy to do more, not less. Chris had a great time last year, so he didn't mind when Matt asked him to assist out during pumpkin season. However, he then begins to consider that it would be strange if he performed it without Amy if she isn't committed. More update. The Little People Big World family has come a long way. Initially, Matt and Amy Roloff and their 4 kids were part of the show. However, all of the siblings have grown up and started their own families after nearly 17 years. The only one of the 4 that continues to star in the show is Zach Roloff. He is currently wed to Tori Roloff, and the 2 of them have 3 cute children. Fans thought the Lpbw singer would be preparing to add another child to their adorable family after seeing a recent video on her profile. Why did they think that? To find out all the specifics, keep watching. Lpbw. A new video is filmed by Tori Roloff. Fans think it's a pregnancy report, even though Tori Roloff wasn't the original cast member of Little People. Big World, she is now a favorite. She started her adventure on the show nearly a decade ago with Zach Roloff. They announced their romance to the world on national television at that point. They are married as of 2023 and have 3 children, Joja, Lila, and Jackson. Actually, in April of last year, their youngest child was born. However, some Lpbw fans believe Tori may be planning to grow her family once more by adding a new member. After a fresh video appeared on her Instagram handle, they began to suspect this. Tori Roloff was reportedly in the restroom while this was being filmed. To begin her tape, Tori informed her audience that it would be a Get Ready With Me video. She continued by listing every product she uses for her skin and her attire. At that point, the Lpbw audience started talking about the post on social media. Many said they initially believed Tori was going to fake a positive pregnancy test. It was only a get-ready video, though. In one of her interactive sessions, the mother of 3 also stated that she and Zach have no plans to have any more children in the future and that her family is fully zero. Tori verifies she will not be having any more children. Is she ending her time with Zach? Even when her television program Little People, Big World is not on, Tori Roloff is still active on social media. She actually has the most Instagram followers of any cast member, and she enjoys entertaining them there. She held an Ask Anything event for her followers last month. At that point, an Lpbw fan inquired as to whether she and Zach intended to grow their family. In response to this question, Tori said that her family is now complete, and that she adores her 3 children. But that's not all. In the end, the reality TV personality also addressed other contentious queries. One of them was worried about their TV appearance and the length of time the family intended to appear on the program. At that point, Tori finally replied that she and Zach's time were coming to an end. However, they continued to try to enjoy it while it was present. Although the Lpbw star did not elaborate, viewers were able to watch the most recent 2 intense seasons. Since Matt and Zach got into a fight over the farm inheritance, everything has gone haywire. The former believed it wouldn't be a good fit, but the latter wanted to live there. The viewers don't want to see any more turmoil after witnessing the family's volatile nature. Indeed, some of them believe that everyone would gain from the show's termination. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.